Hey guys, so today is Poly Pride Day, and there's two flags for being poly. I myself am poly, so I'm really excited to do this makeup look, and I kind of have an idea for what I'm gonna do, and hopefully this one's a little bit more low-key. It might not turn out that way, but we're gonna start with an actual primer today. This one is the L'Oreal Paris Magic Perfecting Base Face Primer. And I think it covers pretty well if I remember right. I've had it sat beside me for the last 4 or 5 videos and just forgot to use it, so I'm actually going to use it today. I know, shocking. And I still have eyeshadow on my eyelids from yesterday. I don't know how to get rid of it. It won't come off. My purple and my blue have just kind of stained my eyelids, and I'm not quite sure what to do about it. So I'm hoping it doesn't mess up today's look, because there is blue in both the flags actually. But there's no purple. So I'm not quite sure how that'll go. Find out when we get that far, I guess. Make sure that I'm covered everywhere. I don't want to leave a spot uncovered and mess up my skin. Because as it is, I break out bad enough. I don't need it to get any worse. And just make sure to cover your face, except for your eyelids, because there's a special primer for that you don't want to use the normal primer on them. Alright, there's primer. And I have my stuff set up beside me in legitimately the order it goes, so I hopefully don't miss a step today. Because I've almost done that the last 3 videos. I have everything set up in the order it goes, with the products that go with that order. With, like the brushes and stuff. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit extra of both of these on my hand today, as I haven't been having enough to cover my neck on my hand. So we're going to try and fix that. Alright, let's start with the lighter of the let's start with the darker. And with this, you just want to smear a little bit of it, or well, not smear, but dab a little bit of it everywhere. And I mix 2 of them because I cannot, for the life of me, find one. Find a foundation that matches my skin. So I make my own. Because it seems to be the only way to get anything that matches my skin tone. Even the slightest amount, is to just mix one that's a little bit darker with one that's a little bit lighter, and just try and match my skin as best I can. And some of these dots were a little bit small, so it's a good thing that I put extra on the back of my hand. Alright, hopefully that's enough to cover my face and my neck. We'll find out in a second. And yes, I do put a little bit of foundation on my eyes. Just because anywhere on your eyes that does not get covered in primer or eyeshadow for whatever reason will then look a little bit more natural. It won't look so strange if you have just a random spot of skin. And don't forget to blend it up to your ears to help cover up the fact that you have on makeup. And I don't know what kind of a shirt that I'm going to be wearing, so I am bringing it down my collarbone a little bit. Or not down my collarbone, down my chest a little bit. And make sure you get under your eyes really well. That's one spot that I almost always struggle to get covered, is right under my eyes. I think that's why you're supposed to use the other end of your sponge. I just never really do it. But that's fine. Okay. There's that. Next up we have concealer. And concealer has to go in specific spots even if you don't have a breakout. Concealer is always going to be used in makeup because it's kind of like your highlight for specific areas that you don't put highlight. So right under your eyes, because I don't care who you are, you might be perfect, you still have under eye bags. Everyone has them, sweetie. It doesn't make you any less perfect. I tend to put a little right on my chin, and then it goes on your nose and your forehead. And on your forehead, it forms a 3-petal flower. That's the best way that I have found to describe it. And then just any beauty marks that you think exist, that I doubt do, but you know. People tend to find things wrong with their skin that other people never see, so. I know I have, darker spots and freckles and stuff, so. Besides the fact that I'm breaking out right now. I'm breaking out pretty good. I have a cat outside my bedroom door that's trying to get in, that I don't want in here. Alright, there you go. And as soon as you get your skin covered in the concealer like you need it to be, whether it's just on your nose and under your eyes, and if you choose to on your chin, or if it's all over the place, like I just did because I know I'm breaking out really bad right now. Doesn't matter, just make sure you get yourself covered to where that you're satisfied. I think this is what the other side of your sponge is for. I never use the other side of my sponge, I just kind of use it to grab at. But supposedly it's for doing your eyes in makeup. And keep your concealer handy. It is the eraser of makeup, and we are doing eyeliner today because one of the flags has black on it. Next up, bronzer. And you'll notice I have 2 brushes here. This one is for your nose, for contouring your nose. But we do the big brush first. And this is the RK Mineral Powder by Kiss. And I'm holding it off to the side because I'm over top of white sheets. Because the way my ring light has to be on my bed to actually allow me to film, I have to have my sheets right here. So, alright. And when you put this on, you go in your hairline, down your jaw, and then you suck in your cheek and wherever the hollow of your cheek is. There we go. And then over to the other side, and you're going to do the exact same thing. And I'm not redipping it in powder, because this is a brush that has a lot of powder on it, just excess from multiple uses. And I can pick up more powder from this side, because it's pretty powder heavy over here. I went a little bit heavier today on accident. And don't forget to blend it out. Yes, you look like you're doing a fish face when you're doing this. It's fine. Alright, there we go. There's one part of the bronzer. The next part is your nose. And your nose is a little bit more tricky to do. So just dip your brush into the bronzer. And then you're going to put little dots in 3 places along your nose. Right at the top, right near the middle, and right near the end. And then you draw a line through them and connect the dots. I'm trying to do it at an angle that you guys can see what I'm doing. So if I look a little bit awkward, I apologize. I normally don't sit like this and do makeup. But there you go. Okay, now you can tell the shadowing compared to this side. That is something that you want to have. You want to have that shadowing because it makes your nose look a little bit thinner. And you guys can skip over this step if you want to. I tend to do it because my nose looks a little bit fat most days. So I do it to make my nose look a little thinner. And I just go up to my eyebrow and come down. There you go. That's it for bronzer. Next up, blush. And with this particular blush, it doesn't take very much. This is the Mink blush by LA Colors. This is a really, really good blush. That literally, I just dab in a little bit, and I have enough on my brush. And it goes right above where you just did your bronzer. So if you can clearly see where you did your bronzer, that's perfect. If you can't, then go ahead and suck in your cheek again and just put it right above it, not on top of your cheekbone, because that's where highlight goes. There you go. And this is the pink that is in one of the 2 flags. The first flag is pink and blue and green. The second flag is red and blue and black with gold, with a gold sign on it. So I'm trying to incorporate all of those colors into this makeup. Okay, there's the pink on your blush. Next thing, I have a highlight. It's a little bit golden. It's not going to be the actual gold, but this one's just a little bit golden. And this is my Wet n Wild highlighting powder. And just get your brush. Put a little bit on until you're happy with the amount that's on your brush. It does not take many runs over your highlight to actually get much on there. Yeah? I'm filming! I'll be out in a minute! I have to hurry, I was cold. And then it just goes right above your blush. I've never been called in the middle of doing a video, so if I have to disappear for a minute because I can't pause it because I have no way to edit my videos together, you'll have to excuse me. But then I have a little blending brush that I just run over my cheeks and up into my bronzer to make sure that, you know, they blended together well before you do powder. And I have the CoverGirl Clean Professional Powder and a powder brush. It does not take much of this stuff, guys. It really don't. And then you just cover it. Cover your entire face in makeup in the powder. And it doesn't take much. Once again, if you have a really good brush, it'll pick up plenty of powder for your face. I have a fairly good brush, I just got it at Sally's, and it picks up enough powder for me. Okay. Next, eyes. And I forgot my brushes, so 1 second. I'm gonna grab makeup wipes just in case I screw up. These are in case I screw up, because I do that sometimes. Alright, there we go. And trying to take these out, failing to take these out. Alright. And my eyes today are going to be green, blue, and black. So I have a palette here. It is the NYX Ultimate eyeshadow palette. And it has lots of shades of blue and a couple of shades of green, and some of them are kind of greeny blue, and the greeny blue is going to be my blending color. But the first thing that I need to do is take your smudge brush, which we will not use for that. None of your brushes are going to be used for what they are supposed to be. And you're going to take the darkest shade you have, which happens to be this blue on my NYX palette. Get enough of that on your brush. And then just cover your eyelids. My earrings. Are both of them off of here? Yep. Lovely. I just lost 2 earrings onto my bed or onto the floor. They're rainbow earrings. They're here somewhere. I'll find them. But I'm really not trying to lose those. Okay, and just cover your entire eyelid up until your eyebrow. Because this is your base color. This is the color that everything else is going to go on top of. And I didn't do the primer because I am in a little bit of a hurry. So you'll have to excuse me not doing that. And if I don't get everywhere perfect, that's fine. I'm more so worried about the corner that I know for a fact is still going to show in blue. But you do want to try and cover everything in a fairly neat, even layer, because that just makes the colors look cleaner when you put other colors over top of them. And then same thing on the other side. This is like makeup in a rush. Normally I don't rush my videos just because I do want you guys to see what happens real time. I am now in a rush. I have been called. But I am insistent upon finishing this video even if it gets me in trouble. Alright, there it goes. Next one is your angled brush, which is the straight to the point, according to this. And you're going to take your kind of blendy color, which for me is this kind of sea green one, and get it on your brush. And you're going to draw a straight line down about 1/3 of the way into your eye and fill in behind it. I think this is the most rushed I have ever been doing makeup. Alright, there we go. And no one asked any questions on my last video, unfortunately. I do want you guys to ask me questions that you want answered down below. I want to hear you guys' questions, see if I can answer them. And if I can't answer them, see if I can't point you in the right direction to hopefully find answers for them. There we go. And there's the green done. And now you're going to take this crease brush and you're going to take your green, the only green, actual green that is on this palette, and it is going to go in a line on the bottom of your eye, right here. And you're going to make it kind of a thick line because we are doing eyeliner. And you don't want to 100% cover that in eyeliner. So just put your efforts to waste. And if you notice why I do it like this, it's because I am a monolid. 90% of my makeup, if I do anything on the bottom, will not show. Hence, I tend to do a lot of stuff on the top and put a little pop of color on the bottom because that gives you a little bit of something interesting when you blink. Alright, there we go. There's your green. So there's the blue and the green and your pink. Next up is the gold, which I use this little pencil me in brush, and I have a golden white that I use. That, if you guys have seen my other videos, you know exactly what I use it for. You're going to take it and you're going to pop it under your eyebrow, right here, right under your eyebrow. Very quick, very simple. It just highlights right under your eyebrow, and then you're going to take a little more of it and put it in the corner of your eye. It takes 30 seconds to do and adds a whole other level of dimension, because as you guys can see, when I turn my head just right, the light catches it, which is something you want. Especially if you're trying to be a shine-in star today, find a little bit of glitter makeup, because when you turn your head the right way, all they will see is the shine out of your makeup, and it will blind them, and they will wonder who the star is, or who's the sun in the room. You know, you might as well attract a little bit of attention. Why not? Alright. And there's gold that goes in my corner. Alright. Last two things. I'm looking for my red. And this. Oh no. Last three things. I lied. Where did my eyeliner go? Alright. I'm using a brush eyeliner, and you're literally just going to do a small line of it along the bottom of your eye. There you go. Just a small line. You don't need anything major. And let it dry, because it is going to be wet for a second. And you don't want to ruin your other makeup. Alright, and then do the same for the other eye. Just a simple single line along the bottom. there you go. Trying to make sure that my eyeliner dries before I open my eyes and do my last step and then set my face completely. Alright. There we go. Very simple, very easy. And if you mess up on eyeliner, just take a little bit of your concealer, cover up that mess up spot. If it's on the outside of your eye after your eyeshadow, and it'll disappear. It is the eraser of makeup. Alright. And then I have this CoverGirl lip gloss that I would normally never have bought, but it was on clearance at Walmart. It's a very pretty red berry color. And that's just going to go right on my lips. And I say lip gloss because it is definitely not a lipstick. It is too liquidy. The texture of it is more so like a lip gloss or like a chapstick. And it's just there to give your lips a little pop. And then final step is just take your setting spray. I use an e.l.f. Setting spray, and you hold it about an arm's length away and just spray. And don't breathe for a second after the fact because you will choke. There you go. Alright guys, here's the completed makeup look for Polly. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Here it is. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Sorry, I'm checking it myself because I'm blind without my glasses. But I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you guys can use this look, and I'm sorry that the video is a little rushed, but I gotta go. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.